1975 saw a massive departure in the design of the model railway catalogue for Hornby. This is a 21st edition and features some historic engines and locomotives depicted on the front, but as coloured line drawings. It's very different. Looks like colouring book almost. So the golden age of railways, it says. It's a slightly glossy, I suppose semi-gloss is a word, paper that's used. Very vivid colours. Too vivid. It's not as nice as the old matte ones. Run through the different features of Hornby and so on. Talks about the takeaway and play sets, so the ones for the children. Then we come on to the electrically powered set. So you've got the R525 pannier passenger set, which this is quite nice. So you've got two coaches, you've got the pannier tank locomotive, battery controller, power clip. Look at that battery controller, if it will focus. Wow, that's going to cost you a fortune to play with that. Uncoupling ramp, and the running length is approximately 10 foot. So the Intercity Mail action train set as well. That looks cool. That's got the Royal Mail coach as well. And you've got the Flying Scotsman set and the Freight Master set. Moving on, the takeaway and play sets come with the R170 GWR freight set with 6 carriages, some signals and a station. So that's quite a nice looking set, that. Look at that. They put it into some context of how you can build up your layout, and then how you can build into something even bigger if you so wish. So the operating accessories, we've got the mail coach, we've got the signal control set, so you can remotely operate your signals. Your operating ore wagon set. I'd sit under it, I'd fill it full of M&Ms and just sit there with my head under it and just run around over the table. I think Al would probably like to do that as well. So various power controllers and power control systems. And then here's some good stuff. This is nice. There's a bit of history about the different railway companies. So here you got London Midland Scotland with the 6224 Princess Alexandria on Royal Scot passing T-Bay 1947. Then you've got the Great Western Railway. There's a nice old picture of King Charles I on the West of England Express. You've even got the maps and the insignia of the companies involved. Then the London North Eastern Railway, so that shows where they go. So that's my local one, company insignia. And then 4468 Mallard A4 on the 1:40 PM Express, ex-King's Cross near Potter's Bar. Look at that. Then you've got Southern Railways, their company insignia and their map. And here's Lord Duncan on Golden Arrow Continental Express at Chelsfield, 1934. And it's nice to add this little bit of history, a little bit of education, but also the historical photos. Really good. Brings it to life as a hobby. So Silver Seal locomotives. There you go. You've got a couple of nice ones there. Yes, you've got Black Fives. You've got Britannia Class. You've got the Evening Star and the Type 4 diesel electric. There's a bit on the care and maintenance, I always put in. Then you've got a section on the British Rail steam and diesel locomotives. We've got a Class 3F Jinty in there, and a Class 2 mixed traffic locomotive. Look at this. It's a nice long train. Lovely. So then you've got GWR 57 class pannier tank locomotive, LNER Class A3 locomotive and tender, a GWR 460 class locomotive and tender, and an 040 industrial tank locomotive. And then, look at this. Oh, you need a bit of power to haul that one around, wouldn't you? Lovely. So you can build up a nice long railway. There you go. So this is different wheel arrangements. So you've got your steam and your diesel type. So you've got your Cocos and your 462 Pacifics and so on. So that's a bit more education in there. Then some passenger rolling stock. Wow, look, even got another one. I've got to go right to left, like as if I'm writing in Arabic. That's really cool. I rather think they're missing a trick. You'd have thought they would have gone for all the individual ones in a line, but I still think it's pretty cool. It's leading you on to the next page anyway. So more of the passenger rolling stock with the famous companies, the Big Four and Pullman, of course. And we've got all the freight rolling stock once again down the bottom. Wagons and vans. Here we go. So what's new this year? Ocean. Northstand. Oh, the Texaco tank wagon. That's it on that page, but we're on to the passenger rolling stock now. Going back, got these freight wagons as well. More passenger rolling stock. Cranes. Track maintenance. Then the station sets and accessories. Hornby Railways platform sections clipped together and can be extended to any length to suit your layout. Point it out and people are more likely to buy it. Station sets and accessories. Girder bridges. Tunnels, viaducts, small bridges. Bit of track planning going on there. Signal control systems. So you've got your home signal, your distant signal. You've got your home junction signal, your distant junction signal. You've got your signal gantry, used over double track, and your signal box. And then, here we go. This is good. This is educational. So, this tells you all about signalling. So, a distant signal and a home signal would be there and there on a station with going that way, train going that way. Come to a junction, you've got a distant junction signal, then a home junction signal, then a home signal and a home signal. Okay, so where a track approaches points, junction signals are used. These have two arms, one on a short post and one on a long. The long one indicates the more important route. Also, you've got, obviously, you put them always on the left of the track. So that's good. Bit of education there, so people can lay things out properly. Because it's always a question of, what do I do? How do I set this up? How do I put it? Where do I put my signals? And so on. So that's really good. It doesn't say how sort of like far you need to put those two apart, the distance and the home. I mean, there it looks like it's like 4 or 5 inches, but you know, it might be that you'd put it halfway around the layout. Colour light signal set. Semaphore signal control set. Construction kits for various buildings. You can have your petrol stations, and your houses, and your shops, goods depots, Pegasus Bridge and a coaling stage and a factory. Then the old System 6 track. This is cool, so it shows you what the different radii are and how big the circles are. Ideas of how to put it all together and fit it all together. And then they're pushing the R166 3rd edition track plans book again. 3 different layouts. There's some track plan samples there and an overhead. Then it gives you a good little feature on how to build a layout. Double page spread. Wow, more than a double page spread. There's another page that's a triple page. Point work, wiring the layout, homes, hills and rivers, and then adding scenery. That makes it a quadruple page layout. Look at that. Making sceneries, grass, field and rocks, rivers, trees, background, bringing it to life. So that's really good. It's really good. It's really illustrative. And then we've got yet more coloured drawings on the back. So open now, you've got a nice double A4 spread. Brilliant. And that is your 1975 150 Year of Railways 21st edition Hornby catalogue.